Another basic indicator of early industrialization is steel production. Less common a talking point is that English prevented steel production in India. And of course, it's literally just the opposite. In 1910, India produced about as much steel as they had for the prior past 3,000 years. Virtually none. Virtually. I mean, you can probably find some tech priests in the ancient past who stumbled upon steel, but basically it wasn't produced in India. And then it went up to 443 kilotons per year by 1930. By comparison, Italy produced 1,743 kilotons and Japan produced 1,377 kilotons annually in 1930. So India went from virtually no steel production to slightly less than 1/3 of Japanese steel production in 20 years. And incidentally, Indian production of pig iron increased almost 15 times, and more than half of it was exported, i.e. India went from being an importer to an exporter of pig iron under English rule. So this line of India being deindustrialized, this is beyond retarded. The exact opposite is true to an undeniable degree. And of course, railroads, which are a really big deal. Railroads allow for more regional specialization and interregional trade over longer distances, and each area doesn't have to be self-sufficient and can specialize. Now, the Impressionists have a kind of knee-jerk mockery of the importance of railroads in India, or they'll make the tautological claim that the railroads were built to serve the British, not the Indians. And of course, this is true, but so what? When guys like Leland, Stanford, and Vanderbilt built railroads, they were building them for themselves, not for the public. They were building them to make money for themselves. But so what? It still did the job of building rail lines in such a way that allowed for specialization between regions in the United States, and it benefited the British to interconnect the Indian economy to allow for regional specialization. For example, the parts of India that produced indigo, the British didn't want them wasting their cropland producing rice, and would have other regions produce more rice so that the British could get the indigo, which they bought with money. Sure, you could point out the railroads built for military purposes in India, but that's true everywhere else. Every European power built some proportion of their railroads based not on what was best for the economy, but for troop transport to strategic area. So no, the railroads that the British built in India were valuable and are valuable. They benefit Indians to this very day, no matter how much you want to knee-jerk dismiss them.
British Desi American Professor. Jai Hind, and God bless America.